Hello Central Kentucky. This is the Century 21 National Residential Real Estate Market Watch for February 2023, brought to you by Century 21 Simpson & Associates. Where is the national residential market today? We're going to take a look at the key housing market metrics and walk through relevant narratives around the housing market right now. Months' supply of inventory has fallen below 3 months again. It's important to emphasize that as the number of buyers picks back up, as is expected when rates fall closer to 6%, the level of competition may quickly escalate. January 2022 saw the all-time low for months' supply of inventory at 1.6 months. December 2021 and February 2021 were close seconds, at 1.7 months. This skews the year-over-year percentage change, because it's comparing against very unusual conditions. Over the past decade, the average month's supply of inventory was 3.9 months. December 2022 was 25.6% below that. As a reminder, 6 months of inventory represents a balanced market, favoring neither buyer nor seller. With 2.9 months supply of inventory, the market continues to favor sellers, albeit with a little more breathing room for buyers today than we've seen in a while. The actual number of unsold homes on the market dipped down from the previous month but is up from the previous year. As mentioned in previous months, it's worth highlighting that high interest rates aren't just keeping buyers on the sidelines, they're also impacting sellers' desire to list. When they have an ultra-low rate locked in, it's often a large psychological and financial hurdle to give that up for a rate that's twice as high. However, there will always be reasons that sellers need to sell, even with high interest rates. Sellers looking to downsize that have significant equity and can purchase with cash or with small mortgages are in an especially great position to act right now. They're minimally impacted by the high rates and can take advantage of the seller's market and soften prices. Most homes that sell in December go under contract in November. In November, interest rates hit the recent high of 7.08%, causing many buyers to pause. Given that, it's no surprise that sales were down in December. As interest rates temper and consumers grow more accustomed to the reality of higher rates becoming the norm, expect to see sales increase. Keep in mind that we haven't yet solved the inventory shortage that led to the market being on fire. Expect to feel some competition as the market begins to warm, so long as inflation stays in control and interest rates don't spike. Nadia Evangelo, National Association of Realtors senior economist and director of real estate research, says, given low affordability and inventory, activity may not ramp up so fast in the spring season this year, but it will definitely be busier than it currently is. Home prices are still up from last year. Yet, if prices continue to fall at this pace, year-over-year declines will start showing up in February. Home prices nationwide are still positive, though mildly, said National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Yun. Markets in roughly half of the country are likely to offer potential buyers discounted prices compared to last year. The year-over-year increase remains below the historic norm of 4% annual growth. This is in line with expectations that appreciation will begin to slow but still remain positive for most markets. A continued imbalance of supply and demand bolsters prices. As fewer higher-priced homes sell, the median price could skew downward, exaggerating the impact on value for a typical home. The $1 million plus segment of sales has seen the largest decline in sales compared to a year ago. These sales are down 45.2% in December, which is down 4 additional percentage points from 41.2% in November. Pricing homes well from the beginning is important, especially since the multiple offer frenzy of the past few years has come to an end. Since peaking at 7.08% the week of November 10, rates have fallen back to the 6.3 to 6.5% range. As National Association of Realtors senior economist Nadia Evangelo forecasted in December, mortgage rates are in fact moving closer to 6%. She placed an important caveat, however, that this is contingent on inflation not surprising us with an upswing. Keep in mind that rates trended close to 5% in late 2018. 6% rates feel more palatable to many buyers than the 7% rates we saw in November. As the reality hits that 3% rates aren't coming back in the near to midterm, consumers are getting more comfortable taking action. Rates are the number one factor impacting the number of buyers and sellers in the market today. It's not an unrealistic expectation that we'll see more activity when rates hover at lower levels than we'll see when they spike. Buyers do have the ability to refinance when rates ease. There is an opportunity to take advantage of lower competition and prices while they are here. As a reminder, rates had never fallen below 5% before 2009. In the 2000s, the average was 6.29%. In the 1990s, it was 8.12%, and the 1980s saw an average 30-year fixed rate of 12.71%. So, while the pace of increase this year has undoubtedly felt jolting and left buyers and sellers feeling the mismatch between expectations set over the past decade, with an average rate of only 4.09% and the current rate, it's a far cry from the all-time high. Days on market continue to tick up from the all-time low of 14 in July 2022 to 26 days in December as the market returns to more normal conditions. The level of competition continues to moderate. The average number of offers per listing was 2.2, again representing a return to normal conditions. We're not minimizing the clear trend of homes taking longer to sell, but context is critical. Months' supply of inventory is below 3 months again. The market has shown signs it's returning to normal, but that balance is a delicate one right now. Headlines. Housing forecast. There are no two ways about it, the market has cooled from its record hot streak over the past several years. Looking ahead, housing market economists expect to see some continued slowing in 2023 and healthy growth in 2024. A 7% decline in sales is expected in 2023. Followed by a 10% increase in 2024. Despite continued talks of an upcoming recession, the market appears resilient, based on fundamentals that are different from the Great Recession. Currently, there have been no net job cuts, a healthy percentage of the workforce is employed, there have been virtually no subprime lending, there's very little inventory of homes available, and both mortgage delinquency and foreclosure rates remain low. Home prices are expected to stay steady in 2023. It's important to note that there may be more local market variance from the national picture during 2023 than has become customary over the past few years. Moving into 2024, prices are expected to rise 5%, which is 1% more than the historic norm of 4%. By the end of this year, rates are expected to settle into the 5.5% range, meaning affordability will improve for those buyers shut out when rates were at a high of 7% in 2022. Although 5.5% is considerably above the 3% rates that were common during the pandemic, they're not far off from the nearly 5% rates in the fall of 2018. Moving into 2024, this will help bolster demand and the number of buyers who qualify for mortgages. Your actions as a buyer or a seller. Buyers, great news. Interest rates have eased off the 7% high they hit in November. Buyers are starting to take advantage of the lower levels of competition. Most listings are seeing an average of only 2.2 offers. Prices have tempered, too. Yet, inventory remains tight. You have a window to act right now where interest rates, prices, and competition levels are in your favor. If you're able to take advantage of that now, we can get you into a great home without having to fight to the front of the line. If we find the right house, wouldn't it be great to make the move while all these factors are in your favor? As a seller, timing the market is nearly impossible. The best we can do is read and react to the data available, and it's sending a clear message. If you're ready to sell, it's best to act now instead of waiting on the market to move in your favor. Especially if you'd like to buy as well, it's better to get everything in alignment and get the process started. Sellers are starting to lose that incredible upper hand they'd had over the past few years as the market moves toward being more balanced. Have your realtor run the numbers based on the market and see if that achieves your financial goals. If it does, consider acting now. Whatever your real estate needs, it is important to select the right real estate agency and real estate agent. 26% of sellers say that trust is the most important thing when selecting an agent. 12% say that market knowledge is one of their top decision points. For buyers, 98% say that honesty and integrity are very important, and 76% say local market knowledge is very important. At Century 21 Simpson & Associates, we have helped people, like you, with the buying and selling of homes in central Kentucky and adjacent areas for over 30 years. We love being part of our community and we hope to continue to serve all of the area's real estate needs for years to come. We are proud of the designation of Realtor because it signifies honesty, ethical dealings, and being fair to your customers. In fact, our agents have helped us win the coveted Century 21 Quality Service Award every year since 1993 based on client feedback. And because of our commitment to outstanding service, we've been the #1 real estate agency in Franklin County, Kentucky in closed properties and closed volume in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. With offices in Frankfort and Lexington, Kentucky, our agents and staff members are professionals from diverse backgrounds and are dedicated to providing the highest quality service to our clients. If you are considering buying or selling property, let us put our extensive experience and knowledge about our local real estate markets to work for you. Have questions? We are here to help. Contact our Frankfort or Lexington offices or visit us at century21simpson.com to see current listings or learn more about us. If you like this Market Watch, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you'd like to be notified when the March 2023 Market Watch is available, be sure to click the bell icon. Thanks for watching.